Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channels. In this video, we are going to learn about write a test case for the Spring Boot project application. So this is very helpful for you when you are doing work with real time in company. So everyone is expecting to know about JUnit test case. So you have to definitely write a test case for your all the API. So it is very required when you are doing the work as a real time. Okay, so I'm going to forward and I'm going to create one project and I will show you like how you can write the JUnit test case for your API. So for this I need one project, so I will create one project. Everything I'm going to do with a Scratch so that you can learn more about it. Okay, so demo test case project test case I will write, and also I will show you like how you can improve your code coverage also with this project. Okay, and click next. If you want Lombard you can take it. Okay, no problems. Whatever dependency is required, a Spring DevTools, a Spring Web is required. Next and finish it. It's a simple step to create a project in a Spring Boot, and you are able to create a project in a Spring Boot. It's fine. It takes some time to add all the dependency jars in your project. So you can see this is the structure of a Spring Boot applications. This is the pom.xml. Here you have to not write, you have to add whatever dependency is required. Okay, so before going to start and do anything, I know this is the dependency are right now. Okay, you can see here one more dependency is by default he given like this dependency. This is the test dependency org spring framework.boot. So a Spring Boot starter test, he will given you directly one dependency, but this is not going to help you fully, but it will also help for the unit testing. And this is for the web, this is for the DevTools automatically. This is the Lombard and this is the test case, he automatically given to you. Okay, no problem, don't worry about it. We need to understood like what you have to do. Okay, so for examples you have so many way to write a test case for your API, your Spring Boot application, but the good thing is you have to go the proper way so that you can understood very well. So for example, in this video I'm going to use Mockito, Mokito. So Mockito is one of the good framework to write a test case for your API. You can see here, if you try testing mocking framework for unit test in Java. So this is very good unit testing. Okay, with the help of the Mockito. If you learn, you can understood everything about the Mockito. So Mockito is a mocking framework that tested really good. It's let's write a beautiful test case with the clean and simple API. Mocking does not give you a hangover because the tests are the very readables and they produce clean verification error. Read more about features and motivations. Okay, I don't want to worry about it, but really I want a dependency of Mockito. So I will search here Mockito dependency, Mockito dependency. So because it's not by default given to you, but you have to put this Mockito dependency in your project so that you are able to do the work with this. Okay, so right now beta version is also available, so you can take beta version, otherwise you can tell 4540 people are using this. So right now I want this dependency. Okay, fine. So I will take this dependency and go to your pom.xml file, and after this test or before the test or also inside the dependency tag you can put your new dependency. Control Shift F for formatting your dependency and save it. Once you save it, it's automatically downloaded whatever jar is required for the Mockito. Okay, because of this dependency. So now you are able to do work with dependency. So whatever jar and package classes are available in this Mockito, now you are able to access it. Okay, and this is only for the test case, writing a test case. Now I'm going to do work with this. So before going to do anything, I want to test my application. So this is my main class, src main java. I'm going to write here my API, and this is the resource folder like src main resources. Here I can write and configure my GSP page if I'm doing work with GSP. So you have to write here templates and application. Here you can configure your applications like how to configure like server.port numbers. If you want to change your port numbers, you can write here server.port. So I want to change my port number, so it's 780. So this is my port numbers. I will change with the help of this application.properties files. And if you want to write a test case, you can write here test case. Right now one test case class by default is created because of this main class. You can see here demo test case application. You can see here demo test case application test case. So this is the class, and alternate of this class having a one test case. So like that you have to write all the application. Okay, so this is the basic introductions. So whatever here you develop the controllers API, you are going to write for controllers all the test cases, and alternate of these controllers you have to write here test cases. I hope it is clear. Okay, so right now I have not written any test cases, but I want to test it. So you can run this project by the test. So you go to code coverage. If you are unable to see here code coverage, okay, if you are unable to see here code coverage, when you click on your project, right click on this project, and you are unable to see the code coverage, you have to do one thing. Go to help, go to the Eclipse marketplace, and here you have to search Java code coverage like Jacoco. The Jacoco full form is Java code coverage. You can just install this Java code coverage. Automatically you can see code coverage when you right click on your project. Okay, so I think it takes some time. So here you can search Jacoco. If you search Jacoco, oh my god, Jacoco. Java code coverage, you can search Java code coverage. Okay, Java code coverage, you can see here ECL EMA Java code coverage 3. Just click on this installed, and you can install it in your system. Okay, and once it is installed, you are able to see, when you right click on your project, you are able to see the code coverage as. Then after you have to click on this JUnit test case. Once you run your application, you can see how many code coverage is there in for your application, and how many test case are the pass right now. Okay, so it's going on, and you can see here with the help of the code coverage, he is saying this is the project, and here having a src main java, this is the test cases. You have written one test cases, test case 100% is completed, everything is fine, but this class is not covered right now. So this is the problem is occurred. He is saying how much code coverage is there, 58.3% code coverage is there, almost half of the code. Okay, so this is not a good really you have to cover more than 80%, more than 90%, then everyone think like okay, it's a good code coverage and good scoring. Okay, if you want to see the how many test cases is running, so only one test case is running right now if you click on JUnit test case. Okay, so you don't want to worry about it, all those things. Okay, you can see here whatever lines are covered with the test cases, you can see this is the look like a something green, background is green, so that you can understand this line is covered and this line is not covered. That's why it's saying 58% is code covered, but remaining is not covered. Okay, fine. So for examples, we need to understood like how can I cover my our own API. So for examples, if you created one API here, not API, I'm going to create one class inside this one package. So just control N, go to this files and click control N, go to new, create one class. Inside the class, just change the package called controllers. Controllers, here you have to write the anything like any controllers, test my controller. This is my controllers, this is the name. So for examples, you want to make this package as a controllers, so it's just rotated rest controllers. Okay, rest controllers, it's fine. Inside this controllers, you want to create one what you want to create one you can say any endpoint. So you just give the endpoint like public void. Yeah, I think this is the gate, so you have to put it like a string get data. Okay, you don't want to worry about here. You can return 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 I am no only prints also, it's fine. See, prints also fine. You have returned it. You have to give the endpoint like at the rate rest controllers, not rest controller, it's a get mapping at the rate get mapping at the rate post mapping. So you can write here get mapping. You can see you can call this with get data, and here you can see my data get my. So this is the my controller, so get my data. This is the controller's name, nothing worry about it. Okay, so right now you have developed one controllers, and again if you test it, again if you see the code coverage, a JUnit test case you are not writing for this. So right now 58 point something. Now you can see how much your code coverage is. Okay, so right now you can see 37.5% code covered only. Okay, how much? 58.8% code coverage there only. Lines of the code is increased. You can see only one code coverage there, and it's fine. Code coverage is not going to progress. Okay, so earlier you can see this is the only one things, but right now one more controller is added, and this is also not going to cover 60%. So this is the problems, and you have to cover each and everything. If you go to this my controllers, you can see this is covered, this line, but this line is not covered. Why? So right now you are going to write a test case for it. So the SRC main package alternate, you have a SRC test Java. So you can go to this package like com.example.demo, and here you have to create one more class. Okay, and also change the package name. So dot I think it's fine, no problems. You have to put here only, but you have to give the name of those whatever name you have taken here, my controllers. So you have to take my controllers test. So this is the good name and proper name for the test cases. So you have written like that. Okay, it should be fine. Now you want to create one methods. Those methods are going to cover the test cases. So for example, here you can see the method name is get my data. So same thing you have to name put here also, public void, and always remember it, all the test cases method return type is void. So get my data, you have to give the proper name for test case, so you can write test get my data test, and if this is the one method, write one, if it is two, write two. So for examples, in my case one, so take one, otherwise you can take this one only, test, and here you have to write like this. Okay, so this is the method you can configure like that, and this is the public void get my data. You have to annotate this method with @test, so that is become test. Okay, so org junit jupyter.api test, it's coming, so you are able to write these test cases. Okay, right now nothing is there. So one thing is, you can call your methods, like whatever method you have in this my controllers, you have to create the object of this class, and you can call this methods my controller inside having a methods one called is get my data, and you can compare with assert method, it is also fine. But we are going to use a Mockito. So Mockito having some different kind of the technique to test our API, and it is really good in real time, everyone using this one only, and I am going to explain everything with this Mockito, so maybe it's helpful for you. Okay, so first we need to know about like what is the required things you have to do. So a Spring Boot test annotation you have to write here, one annotations you have to write in class side, like a Spring Boot test. Inside the Spring Boot test you have to write two things, like web environment equal to a Spring Boot test spring Spring Boot test dot web environment, because you are doing code with web, so you have to write the web environment dot mock, and mock is something like that, like capital letter, so you have to write web environment dot mock. I hope you understood. Second thing is, if you are doing work with Mockito, you have to annotate run with a Spring Boot runner dot class. So you have to write one more annotations, like run with a Spring runner dot class, a Spring runner dot class, runner runner dot class. You can import it also. Add JUnit4 library to build your path. Okay, no problem, I will add it. Oh my god, so once I add it, everything is done. Okay, fine. So this run with a Spring runner dot class is also, you have put it also fine. Okay, you want to put three things also, like auto configure mock MVC and test property source. Okay, so you have to annotate this also, and this thing is very important for the configure your unit testing. Okay, so right here auto configuration mock MVC. auto configurations mock MVC. Yeah, this one. One more annotations like test property source. Test property source. ORG Spring Framework. This should be fine. Take this also, and also you have to source and you have to configure the location also. So location is like you given location is class path equal to application dot, if your file is application.yml, you give a yml. If your file is application.properties file, you give properties files. Okay, so here you have to give double quote class path and the class path colon application dot not yml file, properties files. One more things, I think you know about it or not. If you want to convert this application.properties file in YML file, you just right click on this file, and here have a option called convert properties file to YML file. Just click on this and say OK. It's automatically converted. Okay, and here you can write YML file also. YML file. So this is little bit easy to do it. Okay. Another thing is like how you can do something better, like test method orders, order annotation dot class, test method order. For examples, you have so many methods, so you want to fix all those methods in this order. Test method order. So you can here annotate also like order annotation. Order annotations dot class. Order annotation dot class. So this is the things required. Once you do one times, you don't want to do every times, you just copy these things and paste in another controllers. So this is easy for you. Okay, once everything is done, you have to create one mock MVC object in the class label. In the class labels, how you can do it? You have to do like private mock MVC. So right here, private mock MVC and MVC, that's it. And you have to annotate this thing so that automatically object is created. Auto add, nothing else. And you have to import this mock MVC. This is one of the class mock MVC. Okay, so it's important and it's given by the Mockito web servlet MVC mock MVC, given by this. One more times, if you want to mention the order, because so many you have a test case in one controller, so you can mention the order also, like ordr order, and you just choose order 1. So first time he is going to run. So alphabetical order is also available, like A, B, C. Numeric order is also available, but you can't put it here floating type of the value inside the orders like 1.1, 1.2. This is the wrong things. Okay. Other than that is like you can throw the exception also. For examples, if you are doing something because MVC result equal to MVC. So MVC result is one kind of the variables. Okay, in your Mockito you have to store the data inside this mock MVC. You can throw the exception here also, because he is going to throw exception. So write throw throw exception, throws, not throws, throw exceptions. Okay, so he is going to handle anything type of the exception is coming. Here you have to configure like MVC result. So just copy paste MVC result equal to MVC result equal to MVC, whatever variable you created for the mock, MVC dot perform, MVC dot performs, and then after here you have to write those things, those are you are going to call. For example perform, and perform inside you have to write for example you have a get method, get mapping, post mapping, delete mapping, any type, put mapping. So if you want to get mapping, you write get. If you want post, write here post URL. If you want here put, you write here put. If you want here delete, you write delete. So all the URL is available. So it is dependent on these controllers. What type of these controllers? What type of this endpoint? Get mapping, put mapping, post mapping, whatever. Okay. So this is depending on this. So right now in my case, having a one get mapping. Okay. So you have to put here get. Okay, once you put the get, you have to pass the URL. So like get data, I think we have mentioned get data. This is the path you have set earlier, get data. Okay guys, so I hope you understood like what is the path you have to follow. So you can write like that, get data. Once it is done, you have to return data and return also, because you are not passing any data right now. Okay, you are not passing any data, so you can just write get double quote slash, and also here you can write dot return. Return, I think not return, here you have to put these things also, dot and return and semicolon. So whatever data is coming from that side, you have to store this data, and you have to compare. Then after you have to compare like mock HTTP servlet request. So create a object of this mock MVC servlet request, mock MVC servlet request, mock HTTP servlet request. Okay, servlet request equal to or req, you can write, it's a fine, and result, whatever result is coming, result dot get request. So you can save your data here, and once it is saved, you can find out the get response also, result dot get response, and you can do the work for this. So mock HTTP servlet response also. So this is the request, this is the response. So create a object for response also. So mock HTTP servlet, this is the request response. Okay, so this is the response also, res, and the response equal to, you can write resp. So it's a fine, response equal to result or result dot get response. So you are able to get the response. I just created for this, like how it's work, for aware about you, nothing else. Okay, once you got it, you have to check whatever is coming, it's null or not. So you have a method called assert equals. Okay, yeah, assert not null, a double s ERT not null. Okay, so you have to check both of data. Like what you have to do, so you have to write like assert. So response dot get contains as a string whatever you got the response. So this is the response data. Response dot get contains as a string. Get contains as a string, it's fine. And get is not null, so it means if it run, it means there is not coming null. And one more function called assert equals. Assert equals is comparing the two data, like actual data and whatever data you got in response. So this is called HTTP status, like HTTP status dot OK, and just compare here like whatever response is got you. So response dot get status. Okay, and you are able to check. So this is the code, and through this code you are able to write a JUnit test case. That's it. I hope guys you understood to configure your test case, to do work with this test case. This is the actual functionality, and one by one I have written everything because of you want to learn and understood. Okay, again you have go to this place, code coverage, run JUnit test case. Okay, you can see here, this is the code coverage. Assert not equals is response dot get status. Get status is not coming in 200, so this is the problems right now. Okay, I will resolve this problem also, because why this problem is coming, because I have returned here a string type of the data. So I don't want to return here a string, I want to return here a response entity of a string. Okay, and here I don't want to return directly anything, I have to return like new response entity of a string, and status and data both you can return here. So you can write here like prints, and also you can return the data like HTTP status if it is successful in some cases, because sometimes you have to return invalid data, sometimes you have to return internal server error, because sometimes you have to write here so many things, checkout point, insufficient space. This is the error you have to return. So every error having a different code, 202, 203, 404, 505, bad gateway 502. So this is the things you have to mention. But now this case you have to return okay. So I have written this. Okay, one more times if you want to test it, you can now run your application and you can see what is the value is coming and how code coverage is going on. So run this application. This is running on code coverage. You can see 77.1% code coverage is done. Oh my goodness. Okay, here you can see one more code coverage is failed, because 200 okay but was 200 only. Expected 200 okay but was 200. So this is the error. Okay, Okay, 200. Okay, expected like that, given like that. So this is the error. Okay, HTTP status. I think I have written. Okay, right. One more times. What is expected? Okay, cert equals. Here he is saying expected. What you have expect and actual. So expect कर रहे हैं हम लोग क्या कि we are expecting like HTTP status dot okay, or you can say here response dot code status get status. So these things both you have to compare, I think. Or maybe you can write here like you can just sweep this data. So here you can write these things as response dot get status, and here you have to write like HTTP status dot okay. Okay, and one more times you try to run. Now you can see how many test cases failed or not failed. Right now you can see again one more test case is failed because he is expecting 200 but was coming 200 to okay. Okay, so why it's happened, I want to know about it. HTTPS status dot okay. Expectation is these things. Expectation is 200. Okay, and the response is coming back response dot get status. Okay, so our status is these things. I have to worry about it. This is a little bit difficult here. Everyone have to understood and learn so many times so that only you can become a comfortable in this, otherwise no way. Right now you can see the code coverage is 89.4%. okay, and both the test case is passes. You can see here this is the one test case and this is the another test case, and this is the all are the covered. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, and other thing is like you can open the code coverage. You can see this is the 100%, this is 100%, only this having a some problem. So if you want to make this is also 100%, so you have to do something. I will do in front of you so that you can understood. Okay, so go to your project. How to cover the main class also I will show you. This is something different type of the idea. No one can understood, but I will tell you personally. So this is my demo test case. I'm going to in this place, and here I'm going to write main class. So I have to write public main public void main1. Yeah, you can say main test, and here you can open it. So this is one of the method. Here you have to create the object of your class. So a equal to new, and create object for this main class, and just call the main methods. So how you can call the main methods? You can call a dot main, and here you have to pass the array. So you can pass array like new, I think a string type of array you have to pass. So a string and inside the string you have to pass some data also. So you can pass like Prince, you can pass like Kumar. Okay, so this is the two data you pass. Okay, and you can see this is also a test case at the right and test. This is also a test case. Okay, so this is the main class, like demo test case application. This is the main method. He accept the data like array format data, and this is the string array. So I will pass also a string array data only. I'm able to execute now. Okay, everything is fine. Now I'm going to run this. As a code coverage, you can see how much code coverage is right now. So this is the main method जो by default generated by the Spring Boot we are going to cover. Let's see it's covered or not. You can see guys, 100% code coverage is done. So this is one of my technique. I will do like that, and I will cover the test case with 100%. Sometimes everyone confused, oh my god, how you can do it? This is unbelievable, but it is possible. If you try to do, you can do it very easily. So this is the test cases you have to cover 100%. Okay, another things we are going to discuss, like for examples, if you want to pass some data. One more things I will tell you. I have already made one video. To learn about more. Like if you go to my channels, here you can see some video I have uploaded for the test cases. JUnit test case. You can see how to get job, Amazon coding, MongoDB. Where is the test? Jacoco, JUnit. If you search it, you can see I have wrote one video, Jacoco. I will give this link in your description. Jacoco code coverage, how to use Jacoco in your project. You have to watch this video. And also I have made one video for JUnit test case. JUnit test case. Okay, no problems. I will develop this video. It's fine. Okay, I will give you link also here in my website. Write code with Prince. Okay, here you can see I have written like OAuth, configuration of Eureka server, send OTP verification, Spring Boot with Oracle database connections. Okay, so this is the things I have covered. Okay, if you want to search, where I can search guys, so I will give you link this also. This is project I will commit on GitHub so that you can understand everything. Okay, this also fine. Okay, another things is maybe you required, okay, for writing a test case for post, for example post delete. So I will write for post also, no problem. Okay, so that time you have to send some data. Okay, so for example in my controllers, one more controllers I am going to create. So here in my project I am going to create one more controllers. So create a class, my post controllers. Okay, and here you have to annotate same thing at the rest controllers, and here you have to create one method publics void public void. What you have to write, publics void, not void, it's a response entity of a string, it's fine, and get post data. So this is the post methods, and if you want to pass here some object like a request body type of the object, and here some object like something, anything you can take, like one student object, a student s. So right now we don't have a student class, so create one student class where inside the model. So in model class automatically one object is created. Here you can specify some data also, like private string name only I will specify. Here you can configure like @data. So this thing is done. If you want any constructors, you can write all our constructor. If you want any getter setter, no our constructor, you can write no our constructor. So this is the things you have to worry about it. This is the post controllers, you have done it. Now you have to return some data, so you can return like return new response entity. Okay, response entity of a string. Here you can pass some string like prints, and also http status.ok, because it's a successful. If something exception is happen, for examples I will write one try, and here I'm going to write catch. Okay, inside this you can write exception e. So for examples, if something is happen in try block, for example I want to print my name, so something is problem is happen my prints, something is happen in try block, it's automatically come into catch block. So here you have to return return new response entity. Response entity is like what, something server side, something wrong in server side. Okay, and here you can pass http status is something like internal server error, these things. Okay, you have to send these things. So this is also okay, and if everything is fine, you just send return response entity http status 200. So this things is given 200, and this is given to you how much, 500. So this is the things you have to compare. Okay, now you can see everything is fine. Save it. Now you have to call this method. How you can call this? So this is called @post mapping, and here you can say also /post. It's fine. Now you have to cover this method as a what? You have to cover this method as a test case. So just delete these things, remove these things, remove these things also. You don't want this thing also. You want these controllers, these things also, name is not required. You want alternate of this class, one test class. This is the controllers, alternate of this you want. So go to these files, and here you can create for writing a test case for it. Here you can put it what is the names, and last of the name you just write tests. So this is created, and before that you have written already so many things, so you don't want to worry about it. Just copy these things, okay, and same to same paste inside this. Okay, here you have written so many things, is one controllers, so copy this and write here. Everything is fine. Okay, but the need is to, you have to call this method with post. So just write post, and URL is something like post. Okay, fine. Inside the post you have to write something like accept media type. What is the media type this can accept? So media type is like what you have to do, is like you have to set the header application/json content type is, and content is whatever you have a content you have to send. Okay, so you have to send first header, so you can call here dot header, and header accept two parameters. One is content type, content, content, here type, and content type is value. If you mention here, you can say double quote application/json, CATION, application/json, whatever data you are going to pass. Apart from this, you have to pass like dot content, because you are sending some data as a name. So content type is a string, so content is something a string type, so just open double quote, and you have to give the curly braces to represent like this is the JSON object. Okay, so curly spaces, and inside this you have to write like slash / double quote the name of this, like what is the name. So name is Prince. Yeah, you can say variable name, so variable name is name, and again / double quote colon, and then after colons you have to write slash and your data like Prince. If you write the data, then again / double quote. Okay, fine. So you are sending one data, it should be fine. And apart from this, if you want to send anything, you can send it, otherwise no required. So here you can break it like header, like content type, and one more things, like you want to create a mock HTTP servlet request, and mock HTTP servlet response is response. Assert not nulls is fine. Assert equals is like that. Okay dot value, this is also fine, and response dot get status. Okay. Okay, so this is fine, and here you have to write like not 200 directly. HTTP status dot okay dot value. This is exactly given 200 to you. One more negative case, if you want to write, you can write it also, but don't worry about it, it should be also fine. So one more times, if you run it, you can see that something is decrease. Okay, your code coverage is decrease maybe. Okay, it's saying could not find or load main class org spring asm file editor mockito asm unit. class not found exception. What is the class here? Control Shift O, fine. Here you can write something different like http status.ok.value. Okay, fine. Once again you just run your code coverage as a JUnit test case. You can see how much code coverage there, how many test unit cases running on. So you can see the code coverage is 33.5% is now, and some method is not pass, not covered. So you have written the 3 test cases my post. So this is not running on, this is something different. Get my data test, get my data test. Okay, fine. Get post data, and not like one only, 2 you can write. And content type of business suggestion /post, so you can configure like /post. Okay, I have forget slash, no problems. And go to again your application, run as a code coverage. So something every time mistake is happen, no problems, you have to be mindset so that you are not wasting your time, so you can easily grab it. So why I am taking too much time to explain it, because you need to understand these things. This is very useful. You can see here you have written 3 test cases and all the test cases is pass. Okay, fine. For post, for get, for main, for context load also. You can see here this is the test cases you have written, 57.9% cases is pass, and here you can see where is not passed, where is the problems right now. What is the not passed? So test cases method is passed, but here in my post controllers having some problems. The student is also not covered, so this is the problems we have. So I hope, and I will delete this. Okay, I will delete these things and I will try to cover, because I don't want to any more things. I don't want any more than that. And here I am going to write like a student is equal to new student S1, and here you are going to print like S1 dot get name and print it. So whenever you take the getter setters, for examples in going to the middle class, and if you remove these things, okay, and you want to improve your code coverage, so don't write like that, just Alt Shift S and generate the getter setter. Generate the getter setters only, nothing else. Okay, now you can see your code coverage is increased. So this is minor mistake, you have to face it, because whenever you write all are constructor, no are constructor, so data, so he generate each and everything, and also it is not required but he generated. So this is something problems you have face. Okay, right now you can see your code coverage is 95.0%, because you remove getter setter and you have written this code like that. Okay, only this part of line is not executed, that's why he given you 95%. 5% is discount you can say. Okay, and all the test cases is pass. I hope guys you enjoy and you learn a lot, and I will give you, if you want any code regarding this test cases, so I will give you can see and you can write each and everything on line by line and you can understood. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you got some knowledge from it, please like and subscribe my channels. Thank you so much.